dogs are man's best friend, but for one Colorado climber, his golden retriever is also his best hiking partner.
Colorado, that's where Casey and I are from. Yeah, and together they've taken on the state's toughest mountains that are all over 14,000 feet. Rachel Krause has the story.
Give me a hug.
Over at Jonathan Sperlazza's house,
Lay.
playtime is in session.
Jackson, roll over.
Calm autumn days, a nice break after a summer spent hiking.
His tail was always wagging. He always wanted to lead the trail, and he really just loved just being out in the mountains with me.
When Jonathan moved to Colorado, he was eager to take his golden Jackson out on the trails. They started small, wondering if they could put the state's highest spots in their sights.
I've heard about this Colorado thing called the 14er, so I'm gonna go give it a shot with him and see if he enjoys it and see if I enjoy it. And the rest is pretty much history. We got addicted really, really fast.
Together, they started slowly knocking off 14ers.
Every time I got my hiking bag, he would get like really ecstatic. Come on, buddy, stay.
Jonathan planned carefully, hiking on slower days and times to avoid crowds and selecting the simplest routes for Jackson.
Just having such a good time and just figuring out the next paw to take, the next step to take, what ledges to go to. Okay, I actually need to listen to my dad, or I need a booty boost on this one.
To climb safe, Jackson's got his own gear. Kevlar booties protect his paws, a rope leash, and safety harnesses in case he needs to be carried, and always a snack.
He goes absolutely bananas for apples.
Jonathan has documented every hike, climb, and summit they've hit.
So it's been really fun to look back kind of as like a digital diary. So when he's like old and gray and can't really do any hiking, I'll be able to like lay with him and say, hey man, like you did Maroon Bells. Like
this summer, Jonathan took on Pikes Peak, his final 14er. For Jackson, number 47.
I wanted to pick a 14er that he could join me on because he started this all. And I think if it wasn't for him, I would have never been even close to 58.
For Jonathan, a big finish, but maybe not the end for Jackson.
We'll just gauge how he is next year, and if I think he's good to go, then we'll go give it a shot.
Jonathan says no matter how many hikes they have ahead, it's the happy trail of memories left on the mountaintops that'll stay with him.
I'll be able to reflect on for the rest of my life, and he'll be impossible to ever replace. And for that, he's just a truly special dog to me. Good boy. Break.
Oh, so cute. Okay, so both of y'all are from Colorado.
Yeah, and Michael has connections to Colorado too.
You do too.
Years, yeah.
So do you all hike? It seems like you hike.
I do. I've not done a 14er yet. I've done some tough ones though.
Yeah.
But not a 14er, and I can't imagine doing with a dog. And like there are times where you have to rope down certain places or up certain places and having to like carry a dog with you.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Yeah.
Well, he was like climbing the side of the mountain, so maybe he doesn't even need it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And do you hike?
No. No, and I never will. I'm sorry. If you're from Colorado, like you're there from childhood, I feel like sometimes you don't go outside. Like it's the people who move to Colorado that are like, I love outdoors. I don't love the outdoors. Yeah. I'm sorry. So I'll watch the dog do it, but I won't be there.
And you? Do you like?
No, Pikes Peak sounds like a punishment for me to go out to that. My hands are sweating watching
Yeah.
You were
that
scared?
dog out there.
Yeah?
Well dressed. You look phenomenal. That
Yeah.
little helmet.
Such a cute. I've done a little bit of hiking, not like where you have to like use the like the carabiner and all that stuff. But I remember one time it was in Taos, and it was I think like some gorge or something, and I didn't have the best like traction on the shoes, and so I slipped. And of course I have 2 young kids, so I was like, do not curse. So I slipped and I go, mother of pearl. And then you just hear it like pearl, 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 because I was like, and I slipped like and I fell.
You were falling to your death, and you're still worried about cussing.
Yes, I was. They were a lot younger. I felt so bad, but it was like you just hear like it's like pearl, 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 pearl. Yeah.
And you survived. You're still here.
I did, yeah. But again, you want some good traction on those shoes, and there are certain hiking shoes.
Do not hike alone. I mean, like we lived in Evergreen, Colorado, which is kind of a foothills area, and there's some hikes there. My mom one time went alone, and she went with my dog, which a dog can't do much,
Yeah.
And she fell, and like she was. I mean, thankfully it worked out. But yeah, you got to be really careful. You got to go with a partner, more than a dog.
Yeah, and also because sometimes you don't have a signal, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's the adrenaline I don't look forward to.
Yeah.
Right, but